Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have decided to finally do something with this tractor that I got in on trade a long time ago, probably a few months ago anyways now. And it is a 7040 power shift factory half canopy Allis. So I was told that this tractor had a bad transmission, or it wouldn't pull when it got hot. So I ain't really too worried about that. I'm just trying to see if the motor runs or not. While I was moving it out here to where it is, I kind of broke the tie rod there, so that's just great. But it's kind of why I got the telehandler, make my life easier and not tear up as much. Because yeah, it's pretty easy to tear up some stuff. And this thing, 7040s and stuff are pretty heavy, so telehandler make it a lot easier to move these around and whatnot. So yeah, but this tractor came out of Kentucky, and it was kind of all tore apart to get into the transmission there. There's all the floor panels and whatnot. Auxiliary fuel tank's missing, but it is capped off, so that's good. But what I did notice when I got it in is that there's a bunch of lines disconnected everywhere. So yeah, so see, there's a line there and a bunch everywhere, and then it didn't have a positive ground cable when it came in, so they must have robbed that off of here as well. So I found the positive cable and ran it over the starter. So now I'm crossing the starter with this positive cable. I got it hooked up to a brand new battery, so yeah. But off camera, I got it cranking over, and then might have shot some ether in it, and then found out that, yeah, there was fluids coming out. So I went to John Deere and got a bunch of caps, so I can cap off all the lines, because my main goal right now is to just see if it'll run or not. So I just bought them caps, cap off all the lines, see if I can get it to run. If I can, then I might see if it'll move. If it'll move, then I might fix it up a little bit and throw it on auction time. So yeah, that's that. But before we get any farther into today's video, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys. And today, it's coming out of Psalms chapter 12, verses 1 through 10. And it says, Hallelujah. Happy is the man who fears the Lord, taking great delight in his commandments. His descendants will be powerful in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed. Wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. Light shines in the darkness for the upright. He is gracious, compassionate, and righteous. Good will come to a man who leads generously and conducts his business fairly. He will never be shaken. The righteous will be remembered forever. He will not fear bad news. His heart is confident, trusting in the Lord. His heart is assured. He will not fear. In the end, he will look in triumph on his foes. He distributes freely to the poor. His righteousness endures forever. His horn will be exalted in honor. The wicked man will see it and be angry. He will gnash his teeth in despair. The desire of the wicked will come to nothing. So there's today's Bible verse for you guys. Gonna keep cranking them out. But yeah, so what I need to do now on the 7040 is cap all the lines off, see if I can't get it to run under its own power. The exhaust has been open for some time now, but I have got it to do something off ether, so that's a good news. But yeah, I also broke this brand new steering line that goes to the steering cylinder, so I'm gonna have to cap that off as well. So I guess what I'm gonna do now is set you guys on a tripod, get all these lines capped off, and then see if I can't get it to do something. That was quick and easy. Got a cap on that one. I'm gonna wait, and I might have to cap this off. But if I try to cap this off, then I might have to take the line off up there in the steering column. Just to be able to cap that line off. I might have to cap the steering cylinder off, but I'm just trying to see if this motor even runs or not, is what I'm trying to do. But came over here and capped this line off as well. So should be good and ready to go. Check my oil real quick. Oh, we got oil, clean and black, looks good. So yeah, here's what it does. You want to just see? All right. No smoke. That means no fuel. So let's correct the lines and see what happens.
Oh, we're so close. I'm scared it's gonna drive away. That's scary. Oh. Nothing works. Says neutral. Dang, this thing's a piece of junk. This thing is really a piece of junk. Don't know what that was, but it shot something out the turbo. Try this again. Moved. I don't care how bad she sounds. Oh, okay. Turn that off. Gotta plug that line. Alright.
Alrighty, so I figured out why it wouldn't start. Might not sound very good, but it runs, so that's cool. Got it running, but I found out that there was a electronic fuel pump in there, and this wire ran up to the key switch. This green wire here ran up to the key switch, and I found it like this. It wasn't even connected. So I drug it out and put it right here on the positive ground, and as you can see, tick, 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 and then I had fuel, fired right up, and yeah. So I gotta fix this steering leak, and I probably had better just put a new tie rod assembly on there, because as you guys saw, it kind of wanted to move when I put it in gear. So I should probably just put a new tie rod assembly on there, or a used one I should say, not a new one, because I got some used ones on the shelf, and then see if it runs and moves under its own power. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next, because I really don't care I mean, I want it to be a good sound running tractor for the next person, but I'm really just trying to get it to run and drive, so I'm through it on auction time and clean up the yard here a little bit. So that's what my goal is right now. And yeah, a lot of people get mad when you tear down factory half canopies or factory canopy tractors. So it's a good thing that it runs now. Yeah, I guess I'll set you guys back on the tripod, try to get this tie rod assembly put on there, and possibly find either another line or just cap it off for the moment. Probably just cap it off for the moment and see if it'll drive forward and backwards, and then go about tearing apart and putting a new tie rod assembly on there. So get that line capped off, put you guys back on the tripod, see if it runs and moves. Hiccup after hiccup, here we go. Finally got a new tie rod assembly on there. Well, a used tie rod assembly I found on the shelf. I had grabbed this one, but I couldn't get I couldn't get it to slide in and out like it should. This one thankfully slid in and out like it should have. And yeah, I got it all connected. It was lubed up pretty good, so that was a blessing. But I've robbed a used line off of another parts tractor that I had, so hopefully that does not leak. And everything should be tightened down and ready to go to see if it moves and drives. Because yeah, I got it all tightened down, ready to go. I do need to put cotter keys in them still, and whatnot, but should all be tight to at least move it around anyways, to see if it does move around. And if it does, I'll pull it up there and get to putting everything else back together, like the platform here, and give it a good wash. And then back here as well, I want to pull this homemade job off of here and put a factory one back on there, because if this tractor does check out, then I'm just gonna throw it on auction time. So yeah, that's the plan anyways as of right now. So, oh yeah, and I wanted to mention that I used my telehandler, lift the front of this tractor up to get the wheels straight, and that thing didn't even feel it lifting it up. My skid loader would have been squatting pretty good lifting this tractor up, so that's cool. That's really why I wanted the machine, to lift up heavier stuff. But what I'm gonna do now is move this Series 4D17, which may be staying alive as well. You'll just have to stay tuned to the channel to see on that. But move it so I ain't gonna drive this tractor in the hayfield and crush more alfalfa and kill more alfalfa. So bring my telehandler around here, move that, and then set you guys on the tripod, see if this thing moves. Made it up here to the garage, so we're one step closer to getting it out of here. I forgot to press play on my drone, so I didn't get all the drone footage I was wanting to, but you at least got a little bit. And then I came back up here, as you guys saw, and I got this homemade deal off of there and a factory one put on. I know it is black, but it's the only one that I could find that I had that was complete with all the sway blocks on it. I have a bunch of maroon ones that are stripped down with no sway blocks, but I didn't want to have to drag the sway blocks off the shelf as well and put them back on when they're already on eBay. So I just threw that black one on there because it was on a tractor out there, not on eBay. So it's not like I'm taking out of my inventory because I put all that work in to put it on eBay. So might as well just rob one off another tractor. So that is done. Next step is to get this junky deal off of here and put this factory battery box on. This one is factory, but it has been cut and some homemade bracket put on. And then driving it up here, I was having trouble with the steering. It'd steer, but it wasn't too good. I thought it was just a line leaking, as you guys can see, but it's the actual steering column running down on the lines and leaking right up in there. So I'm debating whether to change that steering column out and go from there, or just throw it on auction time the way it is. But I'm at least gonna get this battery box changed out, so I'll set you guys back down and get that done. Right like that, I got them next to all of the other tractors. It honestly doesn't look too bad now that I got it all put back together. But it definitely is a project tractor. Needs quite a bit of work. I would definitely say the injectors need gone through. Just from the way it sounds, it don't sound too good. And then the steering cylinder, like I said, leaks right up in there and definitely needs replaced or put new seals in and gone through and whatnot. But I did go ahead and throw the floorboard in, got the battery box on. I don't have the original center panel, so I just threw this center panel on from a cab tractor. It is missing a few panels like this one, and a few over here. If you are one of the winning bidders, we can work something out. I got all them panels on the shelf, but I'm not sure how cheap it's gonna go, so I don't want to put too much money into the thing and it goes stupid cheap. So, and then yeah, that factory drawbar support there, and everything else is pretty much ready to go, I'd say. This one rim is like brand new, still got the sticker on it. So there's $400 right there. But other than that, looks pretty good. And it is a factory half canopy cab. It's not a or factory half canopy tractor. It's not a cut up cab turned into a half or yeah, whatever. It's factory. All right. So I'm hoping it brings around 3,500 to $4,000. I'm hoping. I guess, I don't know, can't expect too much out of a project tractor. So yeah, I guess if you guys are interested in this tractor, make sure to stay tuned on auction time, because I'll be listing it and it will probably sell 1 week after all the other stuff sells. So if if you are interested in it, feel free to reach out to me if you want more information on it. I really don't know too much more about it. Everything seemed to work on it when I drove it up here, but the steering is a little weird since it is leaking. But yeah, other than that, I guess I really don't know what else to tell you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And if you are interested in anything you see in the videos, make sure to stay tuned to the channel, reach out to me, or look on Auction Time, as I post a lot on Auction Time. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you all on the next one, and thanks for watching.